you're suing yourself.
Yes, sir. A bit unusual, I understand, Judge.
So not only are you the plaintiff, but technically speaking, you're also the defendant.
Yes, sir. What I'm asking for today is for a ruling for the $150,000 that I've submitted.
Are you suing for workman's comp?
Yes, sir. I was hurt on the job.
All right, well, it does appear that you are an employee of Jack Hogan Incorporated, and that you were using a boomerang during work hours. I have no choice but to rule in your favor.
Thank you.
Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Papa Duck back with another video, man. Listen, man. People see that video I just showed y'all and they be like, how can you do that? How can you sue yourself? How is it, you know what I'm saying, possible? But what you got to realize is they've been doing this to us since day one. I told y'all, you're playing a game that you don't understand. You don't understand the rules. You have no information. You are ignorant to what is going on in this world. And I'm finna explain this and break this down to you, okay? It's somewhat similar to what he's talking about, okay? To where he was able to sue himself. Now, this is what they do to us every day in the courtrooms. You have a thing called a straw man. What is a straw man? When you was born, you are basically being born as a corporation, right? You are a corporation, and this is why when you die, you are a corpse, which is a dead business. So when you born, right, you are born a business, right? And the business entity of you is all your name in all caps. I tell y'all that I just did a million videos about this. But if you go look at any mill that's pertaining business from the United States, insurance, car, note, all this shit, your name gonna be in all capitals. That's the business entity of you. Your first letter, capital, the rest lowercase, that's the personal entity of you. So when you do business, you can only do business with a business. So when you were born, they done snuck and basically consider you a business. This is why when you get married, y'all share last names. This shit has nothing to do with love. Y'all share last names because y'all are two businesses merging as one. I told you you're ignorant to what's going on. And it's not your fault. See, that's another thing, bro. We blame ourselves for playing a game that they didn't motherfucker ask our consent. They didn't ask, could they do these rules or could they do? They didn't ask shit. They made this shit up and they basically got you living on a false pretense, bro. By default, you are going to lose because you don't even know the rules of this game, right? So the business entity of you is your straw man. So when you go to court, you be like, raise your hand. Are you such and such? That's why they got to say this first. Are you such and such and such and such? And when you say yes, I am, you just granted the court the notion that you are responsible for the business entity of you. If you say, no, I don't know that name in all caps, I don't know who that is, I don't know who ain't shit they can do. There's plenty of videos online. Now, they gonna try to scare you. They gonna try to talk shit. They gonna do all this whoop-de-woo. But the truth of the matter is, you aren't that business entity. But this is the game they play. I told y'all, they wrote the Constitution to benefit them, bro. Not you. Black ain't even considered a nationality. This is why we can't claim reparations on our land, because we're operating under a false pretense. I'll do a whole nother video when we talk about church codes and all that. That's a whole nother video. And then you'll start to understand why they call you black. Black is not a fucking, it's not a nationality, bro. You see what I'm saying? Another game that you're playing. And when they say the Indians was here, when the Christopher Columbus stank ass came here, no, those was niggas. And you might say, well, why you always say nigga? They couldn't pronounce the word niggas. So they said nigger. So nigger or nigga, it's not a bad thing if you know the origin of it. But we just took it and flipped it out of not knowing. We was dumb, deaf, and blind to what it is, and we turned it into something that's seen as a bad thing. But if you know the origin of it, it's not as bad as you think it is. So go look up what a straw man is. Go look up what a straw man is, okay? Then you'll start to understand. Basically they speak what they call legalese. Legalese is like a legal language. Not even the judge know all the legalese. So certain words to you, when they say when you register something, when you look at the law, Black Laws Dictionary, right? To register mean to register mean to give to the king. That's why when you go register a car, you just gave that shit to the state. You just gave it to the government. Again, you're playing a game that you don't fucking know you playing, bro. How can you win? This is why I hate when people blame other people, bro. We all was born under this fucked up construct. How you gonna blame these people for being in a world where they've been told a lie and you live in a lie, but they blame you for the outcome of the shit? Nah, bitch, tell us how to play the rule. Tell us about credit. You know? Tell us that money is just a tool, and the more money you have ain't shit. This is why rich people, they basically keep 10% of their money physically and 90% of their money they invested. This is why when you hear people say shit like, I'm cash broke, but they have assets. Yeah, they cash poor broke, but they have assets. It's a big difference, bro. Trust me, bro. When you done had money, done lost it, done had it, done lost it, done had it, done lost it, you start to fucking get it. Nigga, you can lose it. So this is why you have to invest it. But they ain't gonna tell you this shit, man. You playing the game. That's why I say those are suburbs. In the suburbs, right, in this community, what they did was they used to have Monopoly tournaments with their children every weekend. This is what's getting them ready and prepared for financial literacy. You know, it's crazy when I said that the first time. All you hear in the comments is some of the silliest, crazy shit people say. That's why I say, man, people are running off scrambled signals. This is why I don't argue with people. This is why I just don't care for what people say, because I understand a lot of people operate under this. Your signal been scrambled. They done fucked you up mentally. You know, you got people with PhDs don't know shit. They know a lot about the world and the matrix, yeah, but they don't know nothing spiritually. They don't know no hermetic laws. You know, they don't know no better. So this is why I don't argue with people when people say certain things. But yeah, they had Monopoly tournaments with their children while we run around playing bubblegum in the dish. These motherfuckers knew about banking. They knew about loans, credit. They knew how it felt for repos. And, you know, a lot of the Monopoly, this board game, a lot of people say that's JP Morgan, the little fat dude on the board game, right, on the Monopoly game. That's what they say that is. But like I said, man, anyway. But go look up what a straw man is, man. If you don't know what that is, I done did a lot of videos about it. But this is how, you know, it's somewhat what he kind of did, but in terms of him being an employee in the business. So it's a little slightly different, but somewhat the same, okay? So go look up what a straw man is. If you don't know what it is, you learned something, man, drop it in the comment. Or if you know anything else about straw man, drop links. Like, help me, bro. Like, don't just crucify me in these comments, bro. You know what I'm saying? Don't just go off on me in these comments, bro. Help me, shit. You know what I'm saying? Just, hey, you got some information, share. That's it. Share the information, bro. That's all I'm saying. But anyway, man, it's your boy Papa Doug. I love y'all. Like I tell y'all all the time, man. In order for you to be found, you must first be lost, baby. Smile, because it's free. Yeah, you talking about. I get with y'all in this video, man. Peace.